Hello and welcome to Working Crass Podcast. My name is Joshua and that's Lauren.
Hello.
And we are very, very happy to be joined here by our friend here, Paul.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm very
Paul.
happy to be here.
Hello, Paul.
Hello. It's going to go British right away.
Now, Paul and I work together at our job
That's
that we
true.
won't say on the podcast where it is.
That's correct.
But you can find out.
And if you do, don't tell anyone.
You could probably figure it out. No, we're moving into a new building, and we just went recently to check out the space and like take pictures for everyone and kind of explain what's going on at the new building and what's to be expected. And one of the tasks was to find where the smokers go. And you smoke cigarettes.
I do smoke cigarettes. That is a correct statement. Yes, we found it, didn't we?
Oh, we found it. We found it. They bring us out there like, oh, there's a smoker's lounge here.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
And it was really pretty. And then they're like, no, that's not it. It was like a really lovely area, wasn't it?
Yep. They bring us out to the alley between the two buildings, and nice, like green. It's beautiful. It's like a place to have a picnic.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow,
That's
they're
lovely.
really treating the smokers good, huh? And
And
then
then
they go,
behind
no, this isn't it. Look at the sign. The sign says no smoking. This isn't the smoking area. And we have to walk back further, and the smokers area is the dumpsters.
Literally the dumpsters.
It's just like an alley with dumpsters.
They're
And there were two very sad people there, just like smoking by a dumpster, not really enjoying life.
sad.
And we're taking pictures. We have our phones out. We're taking pictures of them. But like, I don't know. Okay, like at our current building, you could just step out onto the sidewalk. That's the smoking area.
Which will probably be the smoking section for the next place, too.
Exactly. But when they say specifically like, oh, they have a smoking area, you kind of go like,
Oh, hey.
whoa, what's it going to be? And it really got, I don't know. Even I was like, I'm going to take up smoking. Like when we walked there originally, it looked really nice. I was like, damn, I'm going to have to start smoking.
I just got to start right away because of how lovely the smoking area is going to be.
But no, it's garbage. You go by the garbage. You go by the trash.
Yeah.
All the other trash in the building. You smokers.
They really treat you smokers bad.
They
right?
do. They're not happy with the smoking. It would
I
seem.
mean, more than any other disenfranchised group in this country, smokers are discriminated against.
Just
Like
bad rap, man.
Yeah, treated like a dirty pizza box.
you're treated like shit. I mean, you were telling me you're like they treat us worse than slaves. I was
Yeah.
like, Paul.
I mean,
Paul.
I don't know if
You
it was.
can't say that, Paul.
I don't know if it was slaves. I said. But,
I was like, Paul, that's extreme, Paul. They treat us worse than slaves around here.
it's a good Paul impression. It's a good Paul impression.
These sons of bitches. I'm like, Paul, you can't say that. Don't tell me what I can and can't say. Free country.
I'm gonna go smoke in the lovely area now. Right next to the non-smoking sign.
Now, have you experienced that a lot? Do people delegate smokers to just go to the trashiest fucking area?
Yeah, usually. I mean, I've also, because I've been smoking for a long time,
Yeah.
and I've seen, I remember days when you could smoke in restaurants and smoke in bars and stuff, and
Yeah.
the evolution is
What
kind
was
of
that,
hilarious.
like 1924 or
That was,
something?
yeah, I think it was right after the Great Depression. It was right after the Great Depression.
No, I remember that too. I remember going to restaurants and they had, I mean, even restaurants had smoking section, non-smoking. They would ask you at the front, like,
Yeah,
smoking
exactly.
or non-smoking.
And then as I got older, the smoking sections got smaller and smaller, and then they would be like enclosed in glass areas and stuff. We're just going to keep pushing you away, and then it's just like, okay, you have to go outside now next to the dumpster. That's pretty much where it happens now.
Yeah. But it is kind of cool, right? It's like,
Yeah, you have your own little section.
but when you meet someone else, I had all of my friends have smoked forever. Like, I don't know why I just tend to gravitate towards people who smoke, but they're usually social people because they talk a lot to other people. They meet strangers. They ask for cigarettes. You end up striking up a conversation with somebody that you've never met, all next to a dumpster. It's just trash people meeting trash people.
That's right. We're usually more relaxed, for that reason.
Exactly. Exactly.
Trash
Everyone
people
else is
and
very uptight. When you go inside and the nice seats and the air conditioning and the smell is nice, you just get uptight.
Yeah.
You get out there by those dumpsters, everything's
yeah.
loose and free.
In 90-degree weather with, with the sun beating down on you, that's exactly what you're looking for when you're.
Smells nice.
Yeah, exactly.
We should do the,
Smells right.
we should do the podcast out by the dumpsters.
I've thought about that for a while.
Pack it up.
Pack it up, move it around.
We're going out to the dumpsters.
Sure, we can find a dumpster around here somewhere to smoke by.
I think we just did.
We did. Actually.
Live from the dumpster.
That's right.
Live from the dumpster. It's the Trash Podcast.
And Lauren chose not to start smoking when I offered her a cigarette.
Yeah. You did. You asked, do you smoke? No.
Do you want to start?
Do you want to start?
No one's ever said yes to that. I don't get it.
I hope someone does. You need to keep asking. I hope someone takes you up on
I've
that.
been milking that joke for about 20 years now.
It'll work.
I will stop the second someone actually takes me up on it and goes, yes, and then they start smoking. I'm like, okay, well, now my work is done.
They die of cancer the next day.
The next
like the next day. This is one of those rare situations where, like, yeah, they really shouldn't have smoked.
I don't get it. Their friends are all interviewed. Like, I don't think they ever smoked in their life. One puff and just done.
I just don't know what kind of asshole would talk them into this. They vowed to never smoke. Somebody must have really been convincing.
Really wanted them to smoke. And had the resources to do it.
That's all you needed to say to be so convincing is just like, do you want to start?
Well, yeah, I guess today's the day.
I mean, no one's ever asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I always thought emphysema would make me more interesting, so I suppose.
Yeah. You know, always wanted the big E.
Oh, boy. Well, thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And I'm excited for us to move into the new building. You know, it'll be great, even though it's a lot more corporate. See, right now we work at a building that's like right outside. I don't want to give the exact location because then people will find us. But it's a unique space.
It is a unique space.
You know, we're in Chicago. It's one of those buildings that's like it's not a high rise. It's like an old fucking building, and that's the problem too. Is that it's old and like it's always breaking. Everything's breaking down. That's why we have to move.
Yeah.
But we're kind of moving into like a more modern, boring, corporate kind of spot.
Yeah.
It's less unique, but it's probably better overall.
And they have dumpsters.
Yeah.
And they have dumpsters.
They got sweet dumpsters.
No dumpsters at the other building. They're like, we got to get these guys around some dumpsters now.
That's what we needed, dumpster access. You know, our building also, I guess that we have that thing that's like out by the river that you can go stand. Do you ever smoke out there?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's lovely. Right by the Chicago River, so it smells just as bad as the dumpster.
Oh, man.
So it works out well.
The tourism has picked up on the Chicago River. I mean, it's summertime, so it always does pick up around this time.
Yeah.
But every time I go, I guess the last few years, you know, we've had COVID and the residual, like, you know, certain people not wanting to come out of their house after COVID. Like, this is the first, like, summer, it feels like, full on summer. Like, everybody's out and about.
River's back.
The river's back, baby.
The river is back.
But every single day, I mean, we can watch. You could probably, if you sat there for the whole 8 hours of work, you could see thousands of tourists on those tour boats.
Yeah.
The architecture tours.
Architecture tours, water taxis, kayak tours.
Yeah.
I actually, one time, a buddy of mine, actually, he's an instructor. He actually leads kayak tours for one of those companies.
Yeah.
And I was out there on the water area, and I happened to just, like, see him in a kayak. I'm like, hey.
Byron was telling us a story about him and some of his coworkers. Did you hear this story, or did he just tell me? They were going to rent a boat?
Yeah, I think he told me too.
So it's late at night. They're drunk. They're going to go rent a boat. The place is about to close, the boat rental place. Yeah. Like, they don't have long to take this boat out. They're like, oh, we'll take it out for like 20 minutes or whatever. They get there, and Byron's the only, like, Byron's the most sober one of all of them. They're acting like assholes. And of course, they're asking, you're about to take a boat. And they're like, clearly, like, you guys are all
concerned.
Drunk. And they start watching the, I guess, training video or whatever, that, like, you know, the introduction video to whatever you need. And Byron just goes, you know what? We shouldn't do this. and like a couple of his friends were mad at him, and then his boss was like, you know, that was probably a good idea.
Probably a good idea not to take a bunch of drunken assholes out in a boat.
Someone would have ended up in the for sure.
Yeah.
To not be arrested by the boat police.
Yeah, absolutely. But if y'all want to go out on the river,
we got some great submarine tours. We're starting out. We found a company.
We found this company. They were in need of a new submarine, so we built one.
Shockingly cheap prices right now.
Got a great deal on those subs. Man. Great deal.
Like, they're just trying to get rid of them at this point.
Oh, man. Well, we do have some stories that I want to get to here. And not just the submarine, you know. The submarine, this one's coming out in 2 weeks, so the submarine's old news by now, you know. Everyone's forgotten. Everyone doesn't care. They're millionaires anyway. Let them die. That's everyone's take on it, too. Right. It's like everyone's opinion on it is, well, you know, millionaires die. That's just what it is.
And one of their sons.
And one of their sons. Yeah, and everyone gets quiet and sad.
Right.
And one of their sons, of course.
And one of the...
Oh, well, he wasn't rich.
But
the rest of them are rich. And he probably would have inherited the riches. But we do have a story here, and you know, do you ever try to lose weight? I try to lose weight, and I'm very bad at it.
I'm trying as we speak.
Nice. Right now?
Yes.
You doing exercises under the table?
I am. I got my Kegels going.
We doing under there.
How many calories does a Kegel burn?
I haven't calculated that yet, but I'm working on it.
1 calorie per 1 Kegel?
Yeah. No, it's like 1,000 Kegels per 1 calorie or something like that. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's quite.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I better get to work.
Yeah.
There's one thing you should know about Paul. He's never not Kegeling.
That's right. Every time you see me, I'll look you straight in the eye. I'm just squeezing it right now. I'm just going for it.
Get my reps in.
That's right. Yeah.
I always knew just something about looking at you. I was like, his vaginal walls are touching right now.
Yeah, you have the strongest pelvic floor in all of Chicago.
It's all the smoking.
No, all my life I've gained and lost and gained and lost and gained and lost, and it's ridiculous amounts. It's probably super unhealthy for me. I gained 60 pounds. I lost 60 pounds. Like, it's constant.
Yeah.
But
You're just doing full body transformations all the time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Every couple of years, I'm like, I'm sick of this. Let's actually get to work. And then I'm sick of working. Let's be lazy.
That's right. Can't keep doing that all the time. Just gotta.
But I think I found a new way to lose some weight.
What is that?
Well, I pulled up this article here from The Guardian. U.S. man eats McDonald's 3 times a day for 100 days, and the weight falls off. Kevin McGinnis, 57, from Nashville, says he ate half portions of McDonald's thrice daily and lost about 60 pounds in weight.
And this is 100% true and not sponsored by McDonald's.
That's true. Right.
Now, it does say written by Ronald McDonald.
I'm also leery of any article that, like, non-ironically uses the word thrice. You know? Like, how true. Really? This guy eating McDonald's for, how long was it for?
Not once, not twice.
100 days.
But thrice.
Yeah. Yeah. Thrice daily.
Oh, 100 days.
Yeah, he ate it for 100 days. So this could, and from just reading this off the bat, it's like half portions. What this could be is that he's eating just so little that he's losing weight naturally, because before all he ate was full portions of McDonald's thrice daily.
Right. So basically, what it's saying is, if you eat McDonald's every day, cut back on how much McDonald's you take up, and you will lose weight.
All I'm hearing is that this is a reverse supersize me.
Right? Yeah. Pretty much.
Folks, just eat a little less McDonald's. You're going to lose 60 pounds. Eating just a little less McDonald's is like going to the gym every single day for 30 days.
Right.
Or that McDonald's food is so toxic that it's literally poisoning this guy to the point that he's just like decomposing in
Right
real
before
time.
your very eyes.
Yeah.
It seems like the article was written by, like, Tenacious D, because you know that song where, like, he's going through the drive. Well, it's not even a song; it's a bit that Jack Black does where he's going through the drive-through.
He's like, give me
Like, a 6-piece nugget, but throw 2 of them away. I'm watching my figure.
yeah, and a Diet Coke. I'm watching my figure, and 3 bacon cheese.
Or half Coke, half Diet Coke, because I'm watching my figure. I got to try this diet, though. It looks like it's going to work for me.
I think so. I think this is a great idea.
I mean, 60 pounds in 100 days. That's like 4.5 months, or almost like 3.5 months?
Yeah.
And that's like, what, 2 pounds a day almost?
That's like going to the gym regularly.
really.
Like, that is like working out and
Well,
losing weight.
He was like lifting those burgers up to his mouth.
Yeah. I mean,
The McDonald's is eating me from the inside. Most people might think that eating nothing but fast food from McDonald's for more than 3 months would demolish a diet rather than constitute one.
But our PR team at McDonald's says otherwise.
has scrubbed this data thoroughly.
But that wasn't the case for a 57-year-old man from Tennessee. He's 57 years old.
I know. Like, how much did he weigh before that he started this? I want to know.
Good question. It just says he lost 60. I wonder if he'll get into it.
Right.
Kevin McGinnis. Now, here's the other thing. McGinnis. Is he McGinnis McDonald's? Is he Irish?
Scottish or
Scottish?
Irish.
I think it might be Scottish.
Scottish?
He's,
There's no MC. It's just.
You're right.
It's Mag.
Mag
Innes.
yeah.
He's Mag Innes.
Kevin McGuinness.
Kevin, my goodness.
Get me that McDonald's.
I mean, maybe he was 400 pounds to start with, and if you just walk 100 feet, you're going to lose 5 pounds just on that walk.
It's like, oh, by the way, he biked to McDonald's every day. That's another thing he changed.
Right.
He stopped
jogged.
driving to McDonald's.
Right.
Oh, also he went to the gym every day. I forgot to mention that.
The details that they're leaving out of this article is astounding.
Also, he had gastric bypass surgery.
Right.
Also, he just started taking Ozempic.
Also, McDonald's has been injecting Ozempic into the burgers.
Kevin McGuinness went on various media outlets this week and explained how he dropped nearly 60 pounds by eating each of his 3 daily meals from McDonald's for 100 days. McGuinness, a grandfather from Nashville, if I was this guy's grandson, I'd be like, Grandpa, please stop eating McDonald's. You're going to die. I don't care how much weight you lost. The doctor says your cholesterol is so fucking bad. Sure, he lost 60 pounds and, had 3 heart attacks. No big deal.
But you lose a lot of weight after a heart attack, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Apparently.
This is like the keto diet. It's just like, yeah, eat a bunch of meat and cheese and your heart will be fine.
Well, the heart weighs 15 pounds. You let that thing explode, you just drop 10 pounds right there.
That heart weighs too much anyway.
Yeah. Shed weight wherever you can get it,
You want us to take out a kidney?
I know a guy behind a dumpster.
He's a smoker.
He's a smoker, yeah.
Now, you won't shit for a month, but your heart will explode.
Right.
He's grandfather from Nashville. He told the local television news station WSMV that he would eat only half of what he ordered to limit his intake of calories during his experiment. McGuinness also said that he never got burned out on Big Macs, Quarter Pounders, French fries, apple fritters, and other items because of the half portions. But what does he do with the other half of the portion? Does he save it and then eat it for the next meal?
I mean...
Or does he just throw it all away? Yeah, here's the thing. I have millions of dollars.
I like that they referred to, he apparently tried this as an experiment. That was he set out to do this with actual lab data. He had an Erlenmeyer flask of Coca-Cola in it or something.
I'm telling you, this is reverse supersize me. He was out to prove Morgan Spurlock wrong.
Yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
right. It sounds accurate.
He's
Which
like,
which just goes to show you that really you can pick whatever documentary, whatever scientific study you want to confirm your own biases, and you're good to go.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's why I hate anybody who's like, well, I did the research and I found this article. It's like you can find any article that proves anything ever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, guess what? The Earth is flat, and here's a document about it. No, he was like, yeah, I've been eating McDonald's every single day, and I'm getting fatter. I think I'm going to try an experiment. What if I cut all of that food in half?
Oh, wait, it goes on, though. You're right, it's now trickling in other details.
Oh, boy. Okay, here we go. He explained how he avoided snacks in between meals and only drank water. The result, he lost 58.5 pounds. That's not 60. You're off by 1.5.
He was avoiding snacks in between his McDonald's intake, though. I mean, they left that part out of the headline.
He must have, so beforehand, he was eating snacks between 3 meals of McDonald's.
Right. And his snacks were chicken nuggets and Quarter Pounders.
While his cholesterol, blood sugar, and heart attack risk numbers improved. What? No. No, his cholesterol did not improve. Well, you have to know his diet before this.
Exactly. It's like, negative 1 million is a larger number than negative 5 million. Yeah. It doesn't make it a big number, though.
It's like doctors say he's still on the verge of death. It's just a little better than it was before.
He probably put about 6 hours back on his life.
He goes, I was pre-diabetic before, down into healthy ranges now. No way.
Actually, well, you notice there's a hyphen there. I was pre-diabetic. He had to catch his breath. Down to healthy ranges now.
That sentence almost killed me.
Bring me my nuggets, laddie.
Today's hosts marveled at his transformation as he cut a svelte figure in a sport coat and slacks with an older photo of him showed him in his belly protruding.
We've got a thrice and a svelte now.
Svelte.
Has been introduced into the conversation.
Yeah, McDonald's with these big words here. One of the hosts remarks that McGinnis's diet obviously isn't sustainable. McGinnis jokingly countered, "Don't be bitter while I'm eating my apple fritter and losing weight."
Don't be bitter while I'm eating my fritter. I mean, that's like a tagline for this whole thing. Why wasn't that the headline? Don't be bitter while eating my fritter. I mean, this guy's a poet.
I'm telling you, this is written by somebody from McDonald's PR.
It seems more and more like the case.
It is a commercial for McDonald's. Let go, my ego.
They're like, we need a tagline. We need a tagline.
Don't be bitter while eating my fritter.
I mean, he literally just said, "You're just jealous. You're just jealous. You can't eat McDonald's all day like me. You can't eat McDonald's and be hot like me.
Only half portions."
You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
No. I can eat McDonald's. Oh my god.
This would be the Cartman diet.
Yeah, it really would be. I can eat McDonald's and you can't.
Screw you guys, I'm doing it.
McGinnis announced his unconventional diet in a TikTok video, which had gone viral. The 100-day mark was Thursday, and he reported dropping from 238 pounds to 179.5 pounds. Damn, he weighs.
I mean, I literally weigh 238 pounds now.
Yeah, me
right
too.
now.
Me too. Yeah, 100% me too.
Try this shit.
I know. I'm like, damn. I gotta get to McDonald's.
Oh my god, Lauren, you totally predicted this.
His result. Yep. Good job, Lauren. His results serve as the antithesis to the 2004 documentary "Super Size Me," which documented how filmmaker Morgan Spurlock, then 32, ate McDonald's exclusively for 30 days and gained 24.5 pounds in weight. He also had elevated blood pressure, high cholesterol, and symptoms of depression, as well as sexual dysfunction. The movie followed a lawsuit against McDonald's, filed by attorneys representing two children who were morbidly obese and therefore suffered from one of the U.S.'s top health problems. Super Size Me received well critically. Spurlock, at the height of the Me Too movement, revealed a history of sexual misconduct unrelated to this story.
But as a marketing person for McDonald's, I would say we need to throw that in there to remind people of the evil this man has done.
That's right.
Oh my god!
Don't trust anything he says.
So now someone needs to come out with Supersize This, where like they eat McDonald's for their days, they gain the 30 pounds, and then they switch to McGinnis diet, and he loses 60 pounds in 100 days, and just goes like the full circle. Somehow, all on McDonald's. Somehow.
Supersize this.
Supersize
Don't
this.
be bitter about my fritter.
Don't be bitter while I'm eating my fritter.
It's on the poster. It's perfect. McGinnis told the news that his wife joined him about halfway through his 100-day diet, and he reported that she was down about 20 pounds. Oh, my God.
His family eats nothing but McDonald's all day long.
Crazy.
No, she was on Ozempic.
Oh, she was on Oh, I see. That's what it was. Okay.
WSMV said it consulted doctors who cautioned that McGinnis's diet is not for everyone. It's only for this clown of a man.
A Nashville grandfather. The only one.
Instead, those doctors urge the public to focus on eating fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and other unprocessed foods. So basically, the doctors are like, yeah, I don't really know how this happened. Please eat healthy.
Yeah. Ignore everything you're reading right now and go back to what we would normally tell you.
We reached out to a doctor who said this was all bullshit.
I lost a lot of weight eating McDonald's, said McGinnis, who lives on Bullshit Mountain in Liarstown, USA.
McGinnis said to the station that he did not envision himself giving up items like Big Macs for lunch, but would mix in meals such as filet mignon for dinner. He also told Today that his next major goal was to complete a 100-foot rope climb within 100 days. You're not working out. You can't be in better shape. It's impossible.
You're going to need to get a really thick, sturdy rope.
He
goes, it's my personal Everest. Let's go.
I mean, I don't see him making that 100-foot climb unless you tell him there's 10 Big Macs at the top. Then he'll make his way up there.
It's a 100-foot climb to a Wendy's.
It's just a rock climb wall made out of nuggets.
Oh man. And wow, that was it. But really, definitely sponsored by McDonald's for sure. There's just cannot be any way that this was not paid for a little bit by McDonald's. Morgan Spurlock, who's a dumb asshole.
Evil.
Yeah.
Evil man. Shaming us 20 years ago. We're still not over it. Look at this diet.
Check this diet out. That is wild.
3 times a day. 3 times a day.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Even half portions.
I know.
Like I would just have constant diarrhea. Just like constant diarrhea.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Well, you probably lose a lot of weight
Yeah.
through that.
Maybe that's what his thing. Maybe he just was shitting constantly. That was like how he lost the weight.
Could I deal with losing weight, but I shit all day, every day?
No, it did like burn a hole in his lower intestines. So,
Right. Talking about
in his underwear.
Pros and cons.
Oh my god! Burned a hole in this septic tank.
oh my gosh. I can't get over that story. I'm gonna be thinking
they
that
do it
for a while.
While I eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking about this afternoon.
I'll
as I'm
probably get
eating my
McDonald's on
Big
the way home today for this reason.
The next study is going to be one that shows a spike in septic tank replacements while people are doing this diet.
Right. All around the Nashville area.
We've noticed a correlation.
I can't remember the last time I had McDonald's. Probably.
Oh, yeah, I can't either.
Probably before dating you. Maybe sometime after dating you, but I can't eat fried food. So Lauren can't eat fried
can't.
foods at all.
Of any kind?
For the most part,
Makes
anything
me
that's fried.
really sick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can't have like crab rangoons or
No, deep fried stuff really upsets my system.
Oh man.
If it's deep fried in oil, she can't have it.
Yeah.
And so,
My acid reflux says absolutely
Oh, it's
not.
the acid. Yeah, don't mess around with that.
but I used to, and you're Jewish, but also,
Yeah. That's probably the more important part.
yeah. It's just like, no, I can't eat anything. I can't have anything fried.
Gets me a rash.
in your esophagus.
Yeah.
But I used to eat, when I was student teaching music, I ate Raising Cane's chicken fingers every single day for lunch. It was right next to the school.
Yeah.
And then I would go home and work out for like 2 hours.
Holy shit.
And I lost a bunch of weight. I mean, I was doing this diet basically, but I would eat that all the time. And it was the exercise that was causing me to lose weight, which is great. But I never felt sick. I would eat that whole meal. I would eat the box from Raising Cane's. I would add extra chicken
You'd eat the
tenders.
styrofoam?
You would eat the box for Raising Cane's.
That's the name of the item on the menu.
Oh, I see.
The box comes with like 4 tenders, a bunch of fry or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You're like, I'm not wasting any part of this meal.
This is so good. I'm eating the container it came in.
I ate the cardboard box.
That's what I got.
No, but I ate it every single day. No stomach problems, no bathroom. I was just fine.
And how old were you when you were doing this?
I was 24,
that's why.
25.
This is the single man's diet.
Yeah.
Single man's diet for sure.
Single man teacher's diet.
and working out, and I was feeling great. Now I eat one fucking fried thing. I order Chick-fil-A or whatever. I'm sick for the rest of the goddamn day.
Yeah.
And the reason why isn't because I'm older. I refuse to believe that. It's because I've been dating this woman who doesn't eat fried food. We eat together all the time.
Yeah.
My stomach got used to healthier
And-
foods and not any fried food. And now I eat something and I feel like I've become a Jew.
You're slowly turning into me. My plan is coming into fruition.
World domination, one teacher at a time.
And it's probably not a bad thing. It's probably a good thing that I'm not eating fried food constantly. But I miss it. It's so good.
It is so good.
I still try like once a month.
What about Taco Bell? Anything like that at all?
No,
They
I
don't
never.
Have, they don't really have
I never
fried
really
stuff.
eat Taco Bell though.
Oh, yeah. I have a weakness with Taco Bell.
Yeah?
I've held off pretty good for a while, but
Is the weakness in your rectum?
it's
in
all
that
over.
area?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing all the Kegels.
Did you go to when you were in Vegas? Did you go to that Taco Bell that has like the alcoholic Baja Blast?
No, I did
Yeah.
not. I don't think I knew this existed, but hopefully I'll go to Vegas again next year and we'll find
Yeah.
out.
I want to go back so bad. It was so much fun. But
Yeah.
when we went, that was Peter's thing. Peter was like upset, like we gotta go here. They have a Baja Blast. Like a what's the word? It's like an icy kind of like
Oh, like a
Baja-
smoothie or like a
Slushy?
slushy.
slushy.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
and it's filled with alcohol.
Because I went with Peter too, and I don't remember him bringing that up.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, he's hiding it.
Maybe
from
he just
you.
got it out of his system that first year. He's just like, oh, I don't want to shit like that again.
Oh man, I remember having a sip. It was good. It was
Yeah.
good. Anyway, Back to the show. This section has been sponsored by McDonald's and Taco Bell. Cool.
You care if I grab that whiskey bottle really quick?
Oh, please. Yes.
Go for it,
Please.
help yourself.
Please.
You don't have to pause anything. I'll be right back. I meant to
No,
bring
we-
it by the table.
No, we won't. We won't pause because I have no ability to pause the podcast at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell you that side you can't really get through.
You told me.
I did tell you.
That's why I ducked. You
So
guys need refills at all?
No, I'm good.
I'm
Thank
good.
you.
I'm good.
Thank you.
I still got plenty left.
Nice.
Let me get some water. So the other thing going on in the news this week, which when you're listening to this, it'll be a couple weeks later, but it's obviously the
Taco
the
Town?
submarine. No, the submarine thing that went down. The millionaires and they all died and blah blah blah. And boring bullshit. Basically, what's in the news is Titanic 2.
Yeah. It's James Cameron?
James Cameron, yes.
Oh my God, they kept having James Cameron on the news while this is happening. While they still think that these millionaires are have a little oxygen left, they're still breathing. And they're like, James Cameron, what do you think about this? And he's like, I don't know, I just made a fucking movie. No, it's literally how long do you think before the oxygen, what happens when oxygen and James Cameron's given the scientific, well, the body starts to react it's like you're a movie director. What are you talking about? Why are we talking to him? Isn't CNN the one that's supposed to be we talk to the experts?
Celine Dion.
Leonardo
DiCaprio.
My pillow guy. Yeah, exactly.
Just people involved in the film Titanic.
We
Right.
found the elderly woman who threw the heart of the ocean into the ocean.
We talked at length with Kathy Bates about this, and you won't believe what she was talking about. Yeah.
She's like, so the ship wasn't actually structurally sound. It's so weird. Anyway, but more things are happening underwater. Under the water, it's unsafe. Okay, you get down there, things are going to eat you. Things are going to implode. Things are just bad things happen under the water.
Yeah. I keep seeing tons of articles about just wild shit that's happening in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this one?
Yeah, like this one right here. Incredibly hungry sharks attack Netflix crew filming Our Planet 2. And hey, with the quality of Netflix shows recently, I don't blame them. I'd eat them too.
Well, the sharks aren't getting royalties. They're like, this is our planet too, man. So
it's Our Planet 2. Boo. A small-toothed sand tiger shark is seen in waters off Hawaii. A Netflix docuseries crew revealed they were the victim of shark attacks. I hope the shark attacks are in Our Planet 2.
I know. Yeah.
This makes me want to watch. Is this written by Netflix?
No, this is sponsored by McDonald's.
That's right.
This shark ate half a human every single day instead of eating a whole human.
Eat half a McShark burger every day for 30 days.
we had one member of the crew eat McDonald's for 3 months, and surprisingly, the shark did not attack him.
We fed a shark a Big Mac. Now, I'm not talking about the burger. I'm talking about a big guy named Mac.
To keep the sharks away, we just tossed in Morgan Spurlock. He left us alone.
But nobody mourned for him. He sexually assaulted many women in the past. Just a reminder. Just want you to remember.
Just remember, you're always allowed to chum the water with the bits of a Me Too person.
Oh, my God. Because Me Too people are meat, too. Boo.
Actually, that's a good question because, we all know what a Me Too victim is, but the people who perpetrated the thing that caused the Me Too victim to be a victim, they were a Me Too what? What do you call a Me Too predator?
I called him a Me Too person, but that's weird. Yeah. What about a Me Too? What about
a Me Too Spurlock? Will that work?
They're all Spurlocks to me. The victims, the perpetrators, they're all Spurlocks to me. Did Netflix's Our Planet 2 crew jump the shark?
Oh.
The series producers recently revealed a close encounter with hungry 15-foot tiger sharks and how they narrowly escaped with only an inflatable boat as a barrier between themselves and the predators. Our Planet 2 producer, director Toby Nolan spoke with Radio Times last week and described the harrowing encounter.
An inflatable boat doesn't seem like that much of a barrier between you and a shark.
Not exactly shark-proof.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But if you don't have anything else, you're going to grab that and you go like, oh, I'm trying.
Shark just bites the inflatable and it pops.
Yeah, and then you're just chum at that point.
Yeah.
I mean...
You got to try, though. You got to just grab what's near you and be like, I'm going to try not to die.
And Netflix was just like, we can't afford that in our butt. We can't get you
Get
a metal
real
boat.
Yeah.
No, you're getting a banana boat
getting
from
an inner
Royal
tube.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's basically an inflatable kiddie pool we're going to give you. You'll float out there. You have to bring your own oar. This V of water came streaming towards us, and this tiger shark leapt at the boat and bit huge holes in it. The whole boat exploded, Nolan told the
It's
outlet.
an inflatable boat.
Again, I predicted the story.
You're predicting all of this, Lauren. This is amazing.
We were trying to get away, and it wasn't having any of it. It was horrific. That was the second shark that day to attack us. Jesus Christ, how did this guy live?
You think after the first shark attack, somebody was just like, maybe we should leave the sharks alone today.
And they just glossed over that they were attacked by a shark to talk about the second shark attack. What happened on the first one? What are they hiding?
No, it's like the second time this happened today. Shit. I got bad luck. This got to be karma for something I did in the past. For the first episode of the 4-part series, the crew traveled to the northwestern Hawaiian island of Laysan. Am I saying that right, Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I speak Hawaiian fluently.
Well, I'm just saying, you know more countries and capitals and places than I do. When I'm reading a foreign country, I'm just like, or not just a foreign country, just any other word that I don't recognize. I'm like, yeah, I'm guessing this. More than 600 miles from the main Hawaiian Islands, sailing for 6 days to a remote location where they say no one has filmed before. The series
and won't ever again.
Exactly. They said something about it being too dangerous.
They said there's a pirate's curse.
Something about an old curse.
Ye who enter, beware.
Something about it being really illegal to film there. The series focuses this season on wildlife migration, and Laysan is a breeding hub for the Laysan albatross, a large seabird that calls the North Pacific home. On the island, the albatross chicks are cared for by their parents until they're around 6 months old, and the wind picks up enough to assist the heavy birds on their first flight.
So there's the answer right there. They crashed a shark orgy, is what they just... That's the breeding hub.
I guess.
For these sharks. And you're wondering why their inflatable boat got bitten.
No, the albatross is a seabird. It's a breeding hub for this albatross.
Oh, seabirds.
What the sharks see is a mountain of nuggets, albatross nuggets.
Look at that, a flying nugget. Now, the albatross has the largest wingspan of any bird. Am I correct?
That is correct.
We're studying for our next quiz show with our friend Don of Comics, who hosts quiz shows.
Oh, nice.
And
we're up to date on the bird trivia.
Bird trivia. We got it down.
An albatross is also scoring 3 under par on a golf hole.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we got asked that, and I got that one wrong. Yeah, that was one of the trivia questions.
Nice.
Damn. I use Quizzle. That's what we've been doing. We're doing a lot of Quizzle.
Well, just quizzling all day.
Quizzling the day away. According to the documentary, when North Pacific Ocean temperatures reach their peak toward the end of summer and the nearly full-fledged albatross chicks are gearing up to brave the ocean in search of food, tiger sharks sense the shift and change course, heading straight for their Laysan. So the tiger sharks are usually heading to go eat the birds.
I see.
Yeah. But they found a couple of yummy humans there instead.
And a not-so-yummy inflatable boat, offering all the protection for them.
That shark bit into that boat. He's like,
What the hell is this?
this is nothing like McDonald's. The shoot itself was very interesting. It took 6 days to sail there from Hawaii, and I believe we are the first natural history series to film the maiden flight of a Laysan albatross. They're the longest-lived birds of all, and they take this enormous journey around the planet for years before they breed for the first time.
But they're the longest living birds, and they have the largest wingspan?
Yeah, I guess so.
man,
Some people have it all.
They just hog all of the
Some
cool stats.
birds have it all.
Some birds have it all.
They're hogging all the cool stats for the other birds. Like, give
biggest
it up.
dicks too.
Oh, really? Holy crap. That's amazing. Well, yeah, it's their breeding hub. You would probably find them there, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what attracts the sharks. They're just like, I got to get some albatross dick.
fresh meat.
So, yeah.
Look, those things got meat sticks.
Protruding out of them somehow.
Even though they have the largest wings, they still struggle the most to fly. They got horse dicks. They're like flying, you could see it from the sky. Some say you could see them from space. The original idea was to do an underwater shoot with the tiger sharks wading in the shallows. So they were like, originally we wanted to get in that water and film the hungriest sharks as they're about to get their prey, which is cool for people to watch, but it's like, you know what you're doing as a film crew when you're getting out there with the sharks. And they're like, second time getting attacked this week. What the fuck?
In my inflatable raft, what could go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. It was like something out of Jaws. In one of the attacks, the boat began to deflate as the shark had bitten chunks out of it. But fortunately, the panicked crew was about 100 yards from land and able to make an emergency landing on the sand. What does that mean? Where they swam to the land? Emergency landing? Did they fly?
They started picking up the lacing birds and just using them as oars to get the fuck out of there.
They just grab a dick and it flies them there.
No, they grab the dick, start beating the shark off of their inflatable boat. I've never heard of an emergency water landing ever.
Yeah.
Unless it's a plane.
They were in the water. They made it to land in an emergency landing on the sand.
100 yards from land and able to make an emergency landing on the sand.
And they put it in quotes, which just means like they swam there.
They hauled ass back.
Yeah, somehow.
But it's just weird when you swim somewhere. Like that's like me being like, oh, I took a swim in the pool and then I landed on the outside of the pool. It's like I didn't land.
I didn't land anywhere. You just got out of the pool.
So, is that what you do at pool parties? You go emergency landing. You get out.
I do an opposite cannonball.
Yeah.
According to Nolan, the tiger shark's behavior was extremely unusual. They were incredibly hungry. They've only been eating half portions of McDonald's.
Right.
So there might not have been enough natural food, and they were just trying anything they came across in the water.
So wait, they said this is extremely unusual, yet it's an area that's never been filmed before. So how do they know that?
They have no idea. Very unusual. For me, though. I'd never been eaten by a shark before.
It's unusual that when a shark is hungry, it might eat something it's not supposed to.
It might come after you if you're getting in the way of its bird orgy.
Oh, man. I do like that the sharks also like get around the bird orgy to eat. They're like,
Well, they probably smell that from miles away.
oh, yeah. You smell that bird fucking.
Like the article says it's a change in the water. It's a change of the smell, I think, in the water.
The water just gets a little bit saltier.
Yeah, that's right. The sharks don't just smell blood; they smell smegma.
Oh man, another shark eats an albatross that isn't in an orgy, and they're like, "That is not how you eat an albatross." That is not how you eat an albatross.
Damn gummit, that's not how you eat an albatross.
We watched this. My sister sent me this TikTok of this guy, and I can't get over it. Of this like just Southern guy, and he's reacting to another TikTok, and they're like, "This is how you eat a cinnamon roll." And it's like the guy like picks the center of the cinnamon roll and pulls it up and like unwinds it, and then he eats it from that.
Okay.
And just this redneck guy like reacting to it, going, "That is not how you eat a cinnamon roll." And he's just pissed.
It sounds like the same guy who said, like, "Don't be bitter, we ain't done my fritter."
100% that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Nolan doesn't seem to harbor any ill will towards the underwater predators. He posted a shot of himself on Instagram in scuba gear, clutching an underwater camera with a massive shark beside him, hanging out with this lovely specimen we chanced across, an oceanic white tip, an open ocean wanderer. He captioned the photo. Feels like sharks could use some better PR right now. Here's me and my friend that tried to eat me, but I love him.
Oceanic white tip is also the name of the albatross penis, by the way.
An oceanic white tip. Our Planet 2 premiered Wednesday on Netflix. Again, I do think this article might just be an advertisement for Our Planet 2.
And somehow sponsored by McDonald's as well.
Absolutely. But, you know, it kind of worked. I kind of want to watch this.
Yeah.
I love a good nature documentary. Mm-hmm. I'll check it out. If I get to see the albatross, if I get to see a shark attack, that would be great. I kind of doubt they put that in there.
Is Our Planet 1, is that the one where David Attenborough, there's the boobies?
The boobies.
Yeah,
Do
I
tell.
think so.
Yeah.
What boobies are we talking about? David Attenborough shows his like 90-year-old man tits. Is that what-
And here are my glorious tits.
No, it's the blue-footed boobies.
Yeah, it's a
birds?
type of bird. Yeah.
Oh.
But the way
the way
he
he
says
says
it,
it.
because they're so majestic, and he goes, and there fly the boobies.
These are birds actually called boobies.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's what I have Josh say to me in the bedroom.
Look at those magnificent boobies.
There's the boobies.
Yes.
Glorious boobies.
I wonder if I can find that. That is pretty funny.
You should just have a recording of that, like in the bedroom, like ready to be played at any moment. So David Attenborough can just
yeah.
like toast the moment for you.
It's
Oh,
like the
yeah.
Staples. That was easy.
Exactly.
Boobies.
The Attenborough boobies button.
David Attenborough. I'm just going to get videos of his boobies.
David Attenborough boobies.
Boobies.
Actually, that reminds. Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Let's see. David Attenborough saying boobies.
Wait, there's a booby
it's
compilation.
Just literally 4 seconds. Okay, here we go. Booby compilation. That'll work for us. Here we go. Wait, let's make sure we don't get an ad first.
Oh yeah, we
I
don't
always have to mute. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Can we hear it? Can we get some
turn the light
sound?
I
Can
hear
we get a little sound? I
Get a
hear
little
nothing
sound
as
on
well.
them boobies.
I hear nothing as well. Oh, I know why. Here.
Fun with tech.
This podcast is going great. This podcast is going great. Okay, so it's going to be this one here.
Booby replay.
Let's do a quick booby replay on that one. There we go. All right. Let's
right.
rewind and
All
go
right.
again.
Boobies. Booby. Oh. Booby, the proper booby way. Boobies. The boobies.
I mean, they really just cut up only when he says boobies, but I guess you kind of get the picture.
Yeah.
Does it say it's from our Earth 1 or our Planet 1?
I think it's love and the natural. Well, I think it was just.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just like a generic.
I don't know.
Something
It's
about
in
animals.
one of those documentaries.
Yeah. I bet we're doing some copyright infringement here, but we'll find out. Let's see.
On the Galapagos Islands, blue-footed boobies are just starting their families.
The boobies, although that's not David Attenborough.
No, it is not.
It's someone else. All right.
All right.
We spent enough. Let's just get one single boobies.
Boobies.
There it is, the one single boobies. That's all you need.
And you know what makes it the best? It's the orchestral score behind him going, and he goes, boobies.
Oh my god.
Wow. All right. Well, that's enough boobies.
You can never have enough.
Let's see. What time
Should we
is
do an
it?
ad? We need an ad read, right?
Yeah, we do need an ad read. Do you have an idea of what our ad is?
No, I thought you knew who the ad read for this week was.
No, I really don't. You know, we usually will plan one out, and we haven't really been great about planning one. But you know what? I got an ad read.
Did someone call you just now?
Yeah, I just got a phone call actually.
You got a call right now?
and we got a sponsorship from a brand new company. So I'm very excited about
What
this.
company is
perfect.
that just called?
Well, folks, this episode is brought to you by McDonald's. When you're hungry and you're looking for a snack and you need to lose a little weight, McDonald's is the place to go. Folks, it's quick and easy. They got that dollar menu where you can get a bunch of food for very cheap. And if you choose to only eat half of that food, you might very well lose 60 pounds in 100 days. Now, that sounds like a deal to me. Does that sound like a deal to you, Paul?
It does. Sounds absolutely like a deal. Only eat one arch. And you're going to lose half or 60 pounds in 100 days.
It's the golden arch, folks.
That's one golden arch. That's
One
right.
golden arch. That's the letter N.
And if people try to judge you for it, just tell them, don't be bitter because I'm eating my fritter.
McDonald's. Don't be bitter because I'm eating my fritter. All right, back to the show. So we got a couple Reddit stories here. Maybe we'll get through both of them. Maybe we'll just get through one of them.
Before we get into the Reddit story, I just want to say I have never heard of that company before, and you really sold me. I'm gonna try them out.
Try McDonald's out?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. All
They
right.
sound good.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
it's
sound
good
really
stuff.
trustworthy.
Yeah,
Wow.
they do, actually.
I'm actually very impressed that you were convinced by that ad read because I pulled that right out of my ass. It's the worst ad read I've ever done on this podcast. And you're like, I'm
I'm going to
convinced.
get some McDonald's now.
Wow, I must be pretty good. damn, I must be pretty fucking good at this. You got my ego going now?
There you go.
Wow, I'm really good at ad reads.
It's all that booby talk. It pumped you up.
It really bumped me up. So we got a Reddit story here. And I thought this was fun. This is on Our Confessions. Our Confessions is where you get that nasty secret off your chest, or simply use this as a place to vent and see the unfiltered opinions of strangers. And I think that's important because there's podcasts out there that need content, and as long as there's strangers out there willing to put their confessions of the worst things they've done in the world out on the internet, podcasts will thrive and survive.
Yeah.
They will never die because people want to share all their bullshit with the world.
Yes.
My girlfriend is a brat, and it's annoying. My girlfriend is a brat in her day-to-day life and in bed, but I honestly hate it. When we were talking about kinks, she told me she was a brat. I had honestly thought that meant she's the call you daddy type. I was wrong. Slight not safe for work warning. Oh boy. She likes to resist and be dominated, except she really resists. Oh my God.
Is this Morgan Spurlock?
I was going to say, this is a Spurlock article if I've ever heard one.
I get the whole playful wrestling thing, but why the fuck does it feel like I'm in a UFC fight? That's a good joke. This guy should do stand-up. She's a big girl, so she weighs more than me. She likes that I can overpower her, but it's not easy staying horny when I have to actually use full force and wrestling techniques to overpower you for 5 minutes straight. Jesus. I gotta say, I'm feeling like a albatross right now.
Right.
I'm like an albatross in heat when I read this story.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I read this and I just hear this guy. He sounds like a Netflix crew member trying to make an emergency landing after a shark attack.
After interrupting the shark from feeding on the bird orgy.
Yeah.
No, I was. He has to do a UFC fight to have sex with his girlfriend, and that's her being a brat. Like, I don't know if brat's the right one.
Well, that's her UFC name. That's her fighter name.
Oh, that's right.
It's like the brat.
The brat. I gotcha. Okay.
And in this corner, we got the brat.
Boo. Boobies.
She's definitely a heel.
For
For sure.
She's
Yeah.
definitely the heel. The brat is a heel.
Then when she does, wait, did I skip anything? No. Okay. Then when she does the same during sex, it's fucking annoying. Instead of pushing against me during doggy, she likes to aggressively crawl away. I was so confused when she started doing that, and I genuinely hated it. She once again used full force, and I have to pin her down, except once I do, she even tightens her legs to make me pry them open. I try playing along, but it literally goes on forever, and I get soft. I had to make her stop, but she still does it in foreplay stages.
I just imagine her crawling like one of those like Navy SEAL obstacle courses.
Right underneath the bars. Yeah.
I'm starting to get concerned that this isn't her kink. She just doesn't want it.
Right. I'm starting to think this is a rape story. This is totally a rape story right here. And she's being a brat about it.
Yeah. My girlfriend's such a brat. She has this weird kink where she's always trying to get away from me and I have to hold her down.
My girlfriend is so bratty. It's like she doesn't even like being raped.
I know.
Oh my God.
I have to pin her down for 5 minutes straight.
Jesus. She's always crawling away, saying no. She's like, come on. How am I supposed to get off? Oh my gosh. She once fought hard to keep her panties on while wanting me to... Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
While wanting me once again dominate her. But she locks her legs. If you know what a triangle choke is in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's like that. I went at it for a few minutes, got bored, and just rolled over to watch TV. It wasn't even worth the effort. I'm not even going to try to rape this girl.
Well, wait a minute. You say when you come across a word you don't know, you're just like, you're making a wild guess. But you knew that BJJ was Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I've listened to a lot of podcasts. I know BJJ when I see it.
I see. You've read a lot of rape stories on Reddit, apparently.
I know BJJ because when I Google it, it doesn't pull up what I thought it was. He goes, I have a huge kink where I like to finish my partner. Well, I don't really know exactly what that means.
I think
like KO? Like KO her?
Yeah!
Like Mortal Kombat.
1, 2, 3.
Finish her. You have to like pry the legs open.
It's the best feeling ever to me since guys stereotypically can't even find the clitoris or know the difference between that and a G-spot. But lo and behold, she fights the hardest for that. We've been together for 5 years and she just stopped making me stop before she comes. She'll either fight back and make me slip out or call safe words, forcing me to stop. But for whatever reason, she hated coming.
Oh my God.
This is rape.
It sounds like this is not, coming isn't the only thing she hates in this scenario.
Here's the thing. She hates getting fucked.
Specifically by
By me. Right?
Why is this brat? Again, you're right. Why is this bratty? What's bratty? Can we get to the brat part?
I mean, I don't know. If you hate to come, you're a brat. I mean,
It's very selfish.
He says, unfortunately, now I'm seeing a lot more of these bratty tendencies in our day to day.
oh my God.
She just cried because she wanted Wendy's since she felt lazy, but it closed when she left work. What? She didn't want to cook or eat the food in her fridge. Proceeded to cry and complain.
Look,
this I don't know.
This
OTP?
lady is being sexually assaulted night
Right.
after night. The least she can do is have a little Wendy's to console her.
Just give her some drive-through. Open the drive-through specially for her, man.
She's getting brattier day to day. You know, she started crying. She's crying, saying she doesn't want to be a part of this anymore.
Oh my!
After crawling away from all the doggy.
So I guess it's proceeded to cry and complain OTP for an hour. Is this over the pants?
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
About just wanting to be pampered for once since she lives alone and no one's there to cook for her. I've never been so disconnected in my life. No empathy was felt in that moment. She got mad at me because I kept suggesting eating the food in her fridge or simply biting the bullet and making a quick meal. But no, she's stubborn and decided to GTB hungry. I'm guessing that's just go hungry.
Go to bed.
Go to bed hungry.
Go to bed.
Good call. Good call.
Good job. Good job, Lauren. She decided to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu hungry. No.
You never want a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on an empty stomach.
For sure.
Except she immediately started complaining again about the same thing because she's still hungry. Took your meds? No, I have to eat first. Okay, eat a small portion of leftovers, then take them. I don't want that. I just want to go to bed. You need to take them first. I have to eat. Then eat something. I just told you, I don't want what's here. This continued, and there's a lot of moments like this where she's stubborn over the smallest things and then gets upset and sad when something doesn't go her way or even slightly deviates from her plan. It's honestly annoying, and I hate that I'm increasingly feeling that way. Oh, he gave us some acronyms here. OTP.
He provided his own legend.
OTP is on or over the phone, and GTB is go to bed.
Right.
And he also says people keep making someone finish is not a kink. Wait, I'm sorry. People keep saying making someone finish is not a kink. This sums up why I said that. I'm not even going to read all this. What the fuck?
Oh my!
Well, I have an overall cum kink. Cum play, cream pies, facials, squirting, the messiness of it. Body reactions and the build-up during, after orgasm, it drives me crazy. One time I was nowhere near finishing, and she surprisingly gave me permission to finish inside. Literally, this guy's just like, I love coming.
Because he's not a brat.
Yeah.
I love jizzing. I love spooging.
Here's my kink. I love to come. And my damn girlfriend, a brat, won't let me do it. So how are these comments not? Sounds like you're raping her.
I know. Actually, it sounds. The question I have is, how have they been together for 5 years?
Yeah.
What happened in the how long has this been going on?
Yeah. What the fuck? So I guess I kind of get the bratty, like, whining about, oh, there's no food, and you have food at the house, oh, but I wanted some other food.
And I don't want to cook for myself.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bratty. That's like base level bratty. Like, I'm not going to run to the internet and complain about it.
Right. Well, he said that she lives alone, but they've been
Yeah.
together for 5 years, so maybe it's her way of saying, come over here and cook for me and like take care of me because I really want to be around my partner of 5 years. But by the way, don't fuck me because I don't want to come.
Exactly.
I'm going to crawl away from your doggy style.
She didn't want to invite him over. She's like, you're going to come over here try to fuck me?
Right.
It sounds like she's looking for a butler
Yeah.
more than a partner.
Yeah. With no emphasis on butt.
And it sounds like he's looking for more of like a slave kind of situation.
He's looking, yeah.
Like a sex slave kind of situation.
Why would you say that, Paul?
I know, right?
Oh, what the fuck are you with you and slaves
It
today?
was sex slave, I said, not slave. It was sex slave.
The comments are, I'll read a couple of them. She says, it sounds like you're really beginning to resent her. Maybe it's time to be fully transparent and even let her know you're beginning to resent her. And if she doesn't tone it down, you can't do this anymore. That does sound exhausting. It does sound exhausting trying to rape this girl constantly, and she doesn't want anything to do with it. Sounds exhausting trying to hold this lady down.
I want to read like the girl in question in this article. I want to read her Reddit post in response to this, or as far as like, you know, this guy is trying to rape me all the time, and he's not picking up the hints. I don't want him to do it.
Just watch like the part of the story we don't know is she's like, just try to fuck me. That's what I want. Try.
Just try.
Bet you can't.
Bet you can. Bet you can't fuck me. Let's go. Want to race? Let's go.
Come at me if you can.
Oh, man. It seems you're sexually incompatible, and she's very, very selfish when it comes to that. Also, being a brat is fine, but she is extreme and needs to actually learn boundaries, etc. I'm confused.
These people are seeing something different.
I know. It seems you are sexually incompatible from rape. Yes, you are. That's not exactly a compatibility issue.
Anyone else hate this guy's girlfriend? I dumped her in my mind almost immediately. She doesn't even let you hold her down and come in her.
And she's literally army crawling her way,
Yeah.
away from this dude every night.
This guy's UFC thing was funny. I told you. He needs to do stand-up. He's got a good joke there. What was it? It's set up in punchline here. He goes, I get the whole playful wrestling thing, but why the fuck does it feel like I'm in a UFC fight? Boom, 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 boom.
The Seinfeld bass line? Yeah.
This is a really bad version of it.
Oh.
It sounds like you don't even like her. Why are you together?
Okay, that's the question.
I like she's probably really hot.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm a very experienced brat tamer in the BDSM lifestyle. And this comes down to, I love this. This is great. Oh, this is going to be a great
brat tamer.
Let me read this in what I think this guy's voice is. I am a very experienced brat tamer in the BDSM lifestyle. And this comes down to a couple of things. Now, if you'd like to trade Yu-Gi-Oh cards after this.
Don't forget to push your glasses up while you're saying them. Yeah.
Actually, the brat lifestyle.
First, she is completely ignoring your boundaries. This needs to be a full sit-down, non-sexual conversation about what you want and what she wants to make sure you're both getting a fulfilling experience in and out of the bedroom. Yeah.
You're
like what you want to come and what she wants not to be fun.
Not to be around you naked.
You may want to have your lawyers present.
Second, she seems to be confusing full-time lifestyle brat with petulant bitch. It sounds like people hate this woman. I'm so confused. I came out of this really feeling bad for her.
So because this person is, he calls himself a brat tamer.
And it says she's a petulant bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that in the BDSM world, this is like an actual thing,
term?
like some sort of subset of like sub and dom. It's brat and
petulant
tamer.
bitch.
So I should Google BDSM brat right now?
Only if David Attenborough is narrating it.
The brat boobies.
A petulant bitch was blithering with your boobies.
It sounds like you have absolutely no interest in being a brat tamer. Some people just can't live up to what the expectations are to be a brat tamer.
Yeah, this is like really specific. We've gone down the rabbit hole of subcultures.
Of BDSM.
Yeah. Now I understand. Okay, it's like that's her thing.
Yeah.
As being is to be brat tamed.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
Really. Not all of us can be the OG brat tamer. While you can certainly still appeal to her sexually and find compromises that satisfy you both, I would set a very hard limit on bratty behavior outside the bedroom if I were you.
But wait. This is a confessions subreddit.
Yeah.
And like the headline was "My girlfriend's a brat." Like, maybe am I supposed to assume this is a BDSM sub thing?
Like,
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought this was going to be a fun article.
Right? Like, oh, she's being a brat. Like, she likes to steal like my candy out of my wallet or something, out of my bag. No, she's
like she keeps blowing raspberries at me.
right or something. Yeah.
Maybe
But
this
no.
whole... I had honestly thought that that meant she's the call you daddy type. I was wrong. Is it the call you daddy type? Oh, it does say when we were talking about kinks, she told me she was a brat.
Okay.
But what is...
But that still doesn't suggest, like, that's basing that knowledge on that you expect your reader or whoever to know that that's a thing.
Are we just old?
But it's Reddit. And Reddit people, they've got labels and names and things for
acronyms.
everything.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah, it's the children who are wrong.
that's what I always say.
LOL, why are you dating this actual child? That's funny.
They didn't mention in the article that she's actually 16.
Spurlock. Spurlock alert. A spurlert. Spurlert. Did anyone else literally laugh out loud after the first two paragraphs? OP, I understand being frustrated, but you're a funny storyteller. Dude, this guy's going to be a comedian. If you're looking for a guest spot on a podcast, sir, and you're listening to this, come on down.
I don't know if I would say after the first two paragraphs. After the first two paragraphs, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is,
What is
this guy's a
happening?
this is like a borderline snuff story.
You don't even have to use your name if you're a guest on our podcast. We'll just be Working Crass Podcast with our friend Rapist.
Right. Rapist the Brat. Rapist the Brat Tamer, pardon me.
Rapist the Brat Tamer.
Great wrestling name.
Oh my God. That's going to be the name of this episode.
Rapist.
It will be taken
Everyone's
down
going to assume it's Paul.
immediately.
That's awful. That's awful. Working Crass with Rapist the Brat Tamer. You're like,
No.
oh man. Well, we've done a full hour, so I think I think we should wrap it up here.
Cool.
But before we go, we always say what we learned on this episode. You know, it's an educational podcast. It's supposed to teach people things, I think. Lauren, Lauren, what did you learn today?
I learned that if a Netflix crew needs to escape a shark attack, they need to get some brat tamers out in that water and show those sharks who's boss.
Now, would they have been attacked by the shark if they were on an Ocean Gate submarine? I don't think a shark can get through those things. Those things are tough.
I heard it's indestructible.
Not until it hits the floor of the ocean, though.
It's indestructible. It's the Titanic. It's indestructible. Paul, what'd you learn today?
I learned to not be bitter while I'm eating my fritter. That's what I learned today. I'm going to eat a fritter with impunity now after this whole episode.
Don't be bitter while I meet my friend. Don't you be bitter? Oh, man.
What did you learn, Joshua?
Today I learned, all about what a brat is, and that I kind of think I need a brat in my life. Oh, man. Lauren, why don't you resist more? Yeah, that is the correct response to that question.
That was the sigh of someone who does already.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for listening. See you next week. Goodbye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.